Yeah, man. Fire and touch me and fling right now, you know. Yeah, man, we ask you, man. Up, afternoon. Remember, you know, today, you know, rest day for me, you know, where I be a fire and baiting me a fling, you know, all over the place. You see me, I say, yeah, man, can you remember the youth in the Ghana school, you know, so, you know, say, enough thing me I go on with. Today, all right, so let me just answer some things now. Me and my brethren attack yesterday. My brother that said speed, undercover cop. And then bring up something that last night. And me just want, you know, because we hold people accountable. But me I gotta play back something. Can me just play back the brethren that want me interview with the little 12-year-old. I want to see what go on and get, you know, get convicted and anything there. Number one, play back werewolf. Because we want to dissect something. I remember asking you something now. That's why I say I listen to some people when them talk, you know. Because truth don't come straight and like go all kind of direction. If you was the police and you station Huntsby where your station, and when you look now, you have the soup. You have the soup when you must have move with you and the deputy soup. Soup are in charge of St. James, the whole of St. James. And take you from town and carry you go to mobay. You think say anybody in the police and mobay can come get attack? And the soup carry you know. The soup himself and the deputy soup. Them you work for. Yeah? We have to listen good enough. You see sometimes some people just tell some lie that make no sense. And nobody now run them down, you know. What we do, we just play them back. Not take my word for it. Take the one word. Maybe just draw back this, yeah? Voila. You know. Alright, so hear this now. The other day, I see a police, a farmer police, him drive him truck named Blake. And him come out and him burn Andrew. And I tell you, you know, through corruption and him do police work. Now, we see a video sent to me by some police from Montego Bay. With the same police, Blake must farm him own channel and I explain how them lock him up. And when the title, I see the title now, yeah, corrupted Montego Bay police officers, or police officer arrested by corrupted Montego Bay officers. That was the title. They do. Now, them send me the video, Blake. But them upset because they work with you when you come down there. And them send me the video and them send me a voice note. When I play about you. So, them I tell you why you go down there because them I say you want to turn out to be like he's an angel. And not like that. So them send me, them talk to me and them send me a voice note. And I play the voice note. I play what you say. Let the people them hear because I like man, you know, I like play. Because me now coming on. And alone some I just have man, you know. Me get something and from the man them say no. He never clean. No make him come and build this and act like this like him an angel. He ain't an angel. Well, me did hear you say you're an angel for your first video. But you say Andrew this and that and then move you from division and all kind of things. Now the police, the man to go here. I've spit fire against you right now. Because them I tell you what you used to do. And them used to work with you too. So them say no like them none know. So I'm going to play the voice note there, but I'm going to play what you say first. Yeah? And then I play the voice note from police and man to go here about you. So you have to just address them because they're going to come back. You understand? Because them say, yeah, build thing and don't make. You trick the people, them are trick. Jamaica, like you're innocent and you're one of them clean guy. And you used to recover gun. So I'm going to play your thing first. Then I'm going to play voice note from police and man to go here. Alright, Blake? I'm want you listening keenly. Yeah, man. That's how we have to do it, you know. Keep it clean, you know. And keep it real. Lonesome. Keep it real and keep it clean. Yeah, man. Bless up, you know. Bless up. Everyone bless up. We don't hear this now because hear them knockout puncher now. Blake, you first.
I've served the Jamaica Constabulary Force for over 22 years. And they said that you need to learn from your mistakes.
Okay.
And you need to learn from your experiences. And to be frank with you, what have I learned from the Jamaica Constabulary Force? I've learned that number one, It's a very ungrateful organization. Very ungrateful.
Me were in police and me were fight police. Not go me hate criminal police. Them ways, them forgot prison. Right? Yeah, you're very ungrateful. Okay. That's why I listen, you know. Dissect.
It's an organization that would chew you up and spit you out.
Okay.
It's an organization that the leaders, they will use you every day until you're done, until you're
The leaders will use you till you're done. Okay.
depleted.
So I take note too, you know, the leaders use you and them chew you and spit you out. Okay. Because we have hear other people. So we hear everything, you know.
And that is what most police officers in Jamaica nowadays fail to understand. You see, we have this zeal to serve. And we're going full 100. Well, not all of us, but for us who are going full 100 in the organization, we put the organization before our families. We put the organization before our friends. We put the organization before our own lives. What?
Anytime them do these things, people, and when them want, you know what them want, do what them do. You have to call them the respect friends and family and nobody at all. You understand? You have, so for them, can I put the organization and for line pockets, yeah? All right.
Tell me what if you believe me.
You're the first belief come in. Eh? All right.
The promotion in the Jamaica Constabulary Force is like 20 to 80% as it relates to between uniform police and detectives. Yet, I'm not saying the uniform police, they don't work. Most of them work. Some of them work. They put interest in their patrols and stuff like that, and they ensure that they go out on the limb. But not all of them, just a few of them. But most of the time, detectives
So I'm talk about police now, we're not here. So I'm hear everything, you know, just listen, you know. All right,
go out, bro. We always put in 150%.
Well, nothing, you can't pass 100 people when you say 100%. So when you hear about 150%, so 50% gone up or some packet or something. When you hear 150, not 100, okay. All right, let me just correct you on that. Most of the time, the detective go out and put in 150, so like $1,900,000, and more than 100, and put in around 5 million%. By going and killing people and things. Like the youth where Dana miss with, the detective too. Just a constable. But you have some other detective there where, you know, where you hear for them name calling or some things, it's unbelievable. You understand? $1,900,000 was a detective and he put in more than 5 million%. He leave from this and go way over so go rob and kill. You understand? Yeah, man. But I'm going to listen still. Yeah, put in that. But I play, I have a voice note for a play, you know, where the police them down there tell me what you're doing a break. So, you know, when I forgot deal with that situation there, you know. You understand? But I'm going to hear him first, you know. Yeah, man.
We know the criminals. We know where to find them. We know where to look for them.
So if you know the criminal, know if you find them, I know if you look for them. Jamaica won't have no criminal left. So that in the next big piece of dirty thinking lie again. So if you know them, know if you find them and where to look for them. If you know if you find them, you don't have to even repeat to look for them. Because you don't have to look for them because you know where to find them. If you know them and know if you find them, that's it. It's everything over. No more criminals. Eh? Okay.
And we keep looking for them because guess.
But if you know if you know them, know if you find them, and then know if you look for them and keep looking for them, you not look for them. Because you know if you find them. If me know if I find my pen, why me I keep looking for it? That means me not know if I find it. I forgot right there. No. Okay. So I know the criminal, I know if I find them, I will know if I look for them. So if I know them, the criminal, I know if I look for them, I know if I find them. I don't have to keep looking for them because you have to find them. You know if I look for them. All right? All right, good. Go on.
We want to solve our murders. We want to solve our robberies. We want to solve our shootings. When a detective patrol goes out, we know who we are looking for.
Okay.
We go out with a purpose.
No, we are looking for look detective, them that catch everybody by these people. If you hear 30 people I get trouble or 100 or 300, then one of them the gone. Because I go there with a purpose. Foolishness. Garbage. Yeah? Okay.
So, what I'm about to talk about today now, because I have a whole lot of history in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Okay. But, you know, before talking about some of the histories in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, you know, sometimes you have to tell people about the bad examples the bad things that happens to you in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the corruption that happens in the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Yes, sir.
Understand? But so today, let me tell you, I'm gonna go back to what happened to me when I was transferred to Montego Bay in 2002.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you plainly what happened to me in Montego Bay. Went to Montego Bay, we transferred to Montego Bay. I went to Montego Bay with Newton Amos and retired Assistant Commissioner Derek Knight, and there was a sergeant by the name deceased Sergeant Robert. You know what I mean? Sergeant Roberts, Anthony Roberts, that's his name. And we were in Montego Bay working. And let me tell you something, people. If you have seen corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force,
Listen, people.
in Kingston, trust me, or any other parishes, you not see nothing yet. Because Montego Bay is the worst place on the planet. Montego Bay has more corruption in the whole wide world as a police station than anywhere else. That division is the most corrupt division.
People remember now, you know. I know Montego Bay, them I get all in a Negril. Montego Bay have the most corruption. The boss we carry it down there. Are the commander for the whole parish. And the second boss must deal with that a cowboy at the time. So no police down there couldn't go around who you carry come there when you give your order. And if you're one police will carry you from town, go down there and say you're a criminal and you for dead or you forget gunshot. What that mean to the people? Clear cut. Yeah? Go on, listen.
In the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And this is why I'm going to tell you this.
Want to listen now, you know. So when you want some attack, I don't want to hermaphrodite and think on chat to me. You see why? It's a farmer police. But you got to hear me play Montego Bay police after this, you know. I make you listen him good. And then I play with them say, don't get no trick by just go and listen. See? All right.
My experience, you know. My truth. All right. So we were in Montego Bay and we started.
For them truth, but not the truth. Listen this.
The team started with it. I was in charge of this team with Constable Powell on it, and now deceased Metro McFarlane and now Inspector Finley. We started working on the street, so we were doing a good job, but the era was new to me, so we did not have a whole lot of recovery of firearms, and I'm the type of
era new. Never have enough recovery.
Police like that. I love to recover firearms. I love to, whenever I go out on the street.
So the man said the era did new to him, so he never recover a lot of firearms, right? So he want to go up on the street, get new, so he just come in. All right, okay. All right. May I take note to you, know? Yeah. I
see results, you know what I mean? And we were being pressured by the DSP crime to recover guns and things, just like
a cowboy at the boss, you know. And the same one we're down there, you know. Amos, you know. So if you have pressure by them, by your boss, for recover gun. Pressure. Because them down there can't get them talk, you know. You hear what pressure DSP, cowboy. All right.
So I used to do at Hunts Bay. So I used to overreach, try to go in other areas to see if I can recover firearm. So
you recover not drugs, you know. We're not supposed to say about no drugs or nothing. We're supposed to say about firearm, right? And you can't overreach going in another area. And if your boss carry you with them, or they might stretch you and tell you for overreach and you just come to the area, you don't know nothing at all. You leave a hotel. That's why I'm listening, you know. Listen, dissect and listen. No, so, but me not understand that no, Blakey. So, you're a division. You say you overreach. So you try going at people division where them have detective and everything to recover firearm. That's why you overreach, reach out there. Okay. All right, okay. Because that's out of your jurisdiction. Because I gone over some other people place. I know them have police and detective. Them have detective and everything. You try to recover firearm. Remember you say, when you reach out there, you know where you go and everything. But you say you overreach because you never did a cover no. So you want to cover it and you never know the place. But let me go and listen. The
team would, sometimes branch off in a little Negril or the surrounding areas. Just
Negril not surrounding here. Montego Bay and Negril the next place completely. It's not surrounding here of that. Forward drive for go to Negril. But anyway, and you station in a mobay. Okay. All right.
To have some work done. So one night in our car, and we were going through a place called Coral Gardens, right? And we saw somebody standing at the gate in Coral Gardens. A guy standing at the gate while driving through the area. So
people by you standing at your gate. And somebody by not even police in the area, drive through the area. Listen, a drugs man base, yeah? But just go and listen.
We stopped, we questioned the guy, he said he lived in the house. So I said, no, show me where you live.
You just are coming in our area. You hear this? You're going in a different police division. Uncle somebody that have the talk at the bars. We control the whole of St. James. And him send you there. We then send you out, you go out. But when you're going to find a different thing, we don't tell people stop at your gate. Me could have my gate and police come and tell me if you come to my yard and show me which family. Which part you find that? Where you can't find that? Eh? It was a drugs base. Yeah? Drugs man base. Okay.
The guy took us and he said he was the gardener. And he showed us gardener's quarters. And I said, what you have to show that you live here? He showed me.
All that you should get charged out for that. You hear the police when them talk. You hear that? You hear this? You are passed. Remember, if you have informed with you and them carry you go somewhere, them couldn't carry you out of your areas or whatever. If you want to go to, you tell your superior, which are who carry you down there. You know, act for your own and act with criminals. So the whole of them make up the part of the whole criminal thing, don't? Eh? Yes, who here? Go and listen.
Your passport and stuff like that.
But that, as police, mother stop on there, so that not right. You see somebody stand up at a gate and you say, show me where you live. Remember you say, I don't know where the thief there, I don't know where. So you see somebody, me stand up at my gate and me have to come in my yard without a search warrant to show you, say, need my yard gate. I'm have to show you, I'm showing my quarters, and then you want me to show you something for know, so me live here. Me not understand that. Anyway, me go and listen. Me not understand that, because me there, my gate, and me not do nothing wrong. Your police just go on about your business. All right?
And I said, okay, satisfied. We saw nobody else.
You go,
right.
That means you go in the yard and him have to show you where and him gone. All right? Eh? Overstretch. Well, I'm going to play with the police, them give me, HD. So I just want to play him first, yeah?
We left the premises.
Him left the premises.
And we drove back.
So you just see a man stand by him gate and reach the premises without a search warrant or something. You ask where you live. Me there my gate and me say me live in here, so I'm have to carry in my yard and show you my passport to show you say me live on me a garden or something, and then you drove back. You drove. Least not my word, people. So me just drive out because I got me and look for. That not see about no gonna not just show me a passport. I just tell me say you live in here and drove back to your original place. After you come out, you're bound, This makes sense to people. Them chatting here, big people not really sit down and listen to them. Hey, I'm telling you something. People at time for the woodwink and all the kind of little thing, them run them way, man. Eh? Can you imagine? You continue drive away under go. You just drove back then. You just drive and see somebody at them gate and stop and them have to show you say them living there. And then you drove back. You not do nothing. Go and listen. Me back. Ticket. Okay.
To Montego Bay police station.
So you just pass him, make a stop to him, where you see him at the yard, and then when you come out, you just drove back to the station, that is it. So I never him a target or nothing. You just pass and see him and ask him where he live. And him tell you. And then go in the yard and say, show me something more you live here, and he have to show you. And then when you come out, you're satisfied, and then you drove back to the station. So and somewhere you'd go, otherwise or something. Okay, all right. Okay, Blakey, wow.
Didn't hear anything happen for the next couple of weeks. Okay. A few weeks later,
didn't hear anything happen for the next couple of weeks, but nothing never happened. When them drive go there before, you just a pass. Me didn't hear anything happen for the next couple of weeks. You hear? You listen? And if something happen, why them reach there, Just reach out of them stretch. Go and say you search for this and that and that. Just listen. Listen good.
The team and Constable Power, that is and we had two informants in the car. They were supposed to show us some potential targets that we could.
Two potential targets. One of them near Marsh. One of the informer criminal in near Marsh. Them did have them for two. Marsh. Yeah, man. Yeah, one of them near Marsh. All dirty criminal too. Like the one where they like you hear about Bambo, you hear about the other one. All criminal them. Bambo a police, you know. I'm McFarlane a police, but the criminal police. See? All right. Farmer, two una pick up two youth in the car. Remember when the dust come, the sun don't know nobody. And all you got short to them in farmer tower. Me say them two youth was robbery anyway. But anyway, remember go and listen to this. You have two informants when the dust you to the place. When have two informants in the car. I got shown us a potential target. Okay, all right. Potential target. No, you say you have church gun first. And I know, you know, you're not mentioned about gun after this. You want to listen, you know. You got to hear about most drugs or robber or something. No? Listen good. Go on. Remember guns. Love to recover guns. Okay.
Deal with. Anyway, we ended up in Negril.
Negril?
And we went to a lane. And we saw.
So why the informant come from Mobay? Mobay, you have pay a police station otherwise to reach Negril itself. You know? So I want to end up in a Negril. You know? Can I forget you? Yo, depends where them I go. If a Westmoreland part or a Hanover part, but a different parish completely. You see? So you've gone in a lane and Negril when you have police there and what have you that are over stretch and over reach. Okay. Now listen. Yeah.
Some suspicious movements. And we accosted a Rastaman.
So suspicious movement. Remember, you know, you said police know, them know where and who for pick up and what have you. But you're gonna end up in a lane and Negril and say a suspicious movement. Now, like, remember you have informer to work with. But the informant now carry you, go a pink house or a blue house and carry to Mr. Beam or Goofy or Fax or something. You see some suspicious movements and accosted a Rastaman. Hey, Rastaman. Makes sense to the people. Remember, I love fine gun. It makes sense? Not my word. I'm going to play it. You see some suspicious movements. Remember, you say you have two informants, but you see suspicious movements.
That you live here. He showed me a passport and stuff like that. And I said, okay, satisfied.
So, I carry a man if him live here. Suspicious movement again. Okay.
We saw nobody else.
You saw nobody?
Right? We left the premises.
Okay.
And we drove back.
No, I go back and we not tell him going and going out. Go back. Those are their division. All right. So I go back. We go back because
the inspector said to us after we went out of the car. So I went outside and I said to them, listen, these matter of fact, he was my senior at the police academy. Didn't hear anything happen for the next couple of weeks.
Yes,
okay. A few weeks later, my team, and Constable Power, that is, and we had two informants in the car. They were supposed to show us some potential targets that.
Targeting a potential target. And I know one of them target, them go find out. You go for a target, but you come out of your place and go on a Negril. But you see, people are move suspicious, you stop. And a target you go for. When you're your place already, you know. Listen, you know. Just
we
listen.
Could deal with.
So all them live a Montego Bay know about targeting a Negril. Go not deal with it. Because when I just call Negril police and things, why them are drive when they take up some informant from St. James to go in a different parish. For me tell them say the informant them one on their Marsh and the other one, and then Metro McFarlane, our criminal them a shit down drugs man and them. The police them tell me. Yeah, police work with them I tell me, you know. Remember me not do tabloid down here. Don't do it. That's why Mr. Jamaica for clean. Now them a civilian and what them do is want come out and them paint the color. We not take it from them neither. Not at all. Go and listen. Completely. So go show on a target. Okay. Target, right, you know. Okay. Remember it was about gun too, you know, collect gun. And them boss carry them so nobody could give them no talk. So you see them could have a stretch. But the boss never send them go behind. But the police say them go behind the cowboy them back and Amos back. And I do them own shake down and thing. And this car's what I want. Listen, I want to hear your phone yourself. Not my word. Listen.
We ended up in Negril.
End up in Negril.
And we went to a lane. and we saw some suspicious movements.
Oh,
And
sus-
we accosted a Rastaman who had some weed, and at the same time, a guy run inside of a house. So we, man, run inside of a house, we say, oh, something was wrong.
So something was wrong. That mean, remember, you know, informer supposed to carry, you know, and show a target. But this is not target, a suspicious movement, and a man run now, oh, so something was wrong. And a smarty this one, you know. But it turned out to be them people that get trapped too, yeah? You wanna hear this? All right, listen.
So we
You
knocked
said
on the
something was
door, and
wrong.
the guy was in the house, and he was looking through the
Remember, but you have informant in the car. When the dust come there, but when you use informant, all them that be trusted in your car and reach out of your police division, reach a Negril. And you see a man when a house and you see some man with little weed. Custody him and man when I'm house and you say must do something from when I'm house. That mean an immediate go offer. When you reach the house. Okay. Well on.
window, and he was saying that, listen, I don't know who know. Not let nobody even know who know. So we said, we are police officers, you know, open the door. Why you running the house? He said he needed to see our IDs. So we showed our IDs to this man. He opened the door. But it would appear as if before he opened the door, he was calling his police friends.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
This are this them youth try get people call police friends. I call police friend, you know, come from the police, the police is one of them police that go for them. You're your friend, eh? Try to play themselves clean. Just listen to the werewolf.
it looked like him have something illegal in there.
Obviously.
Anyway, he opened the door, and by the time
Like
we,
him have something illegal in there. It sound like how them pull pan them on a carol garden and say, come show me where you live and show me something say you live in the yard. It sound like it same way, don't it? And I took place them charge it fine now. But just go and listen.
by the time he opened the door, we started entering the house. Another police jeep came from the Negril police station. There was a constable.
So you have a Negril police station. But when you leave from Montego Bay with informant, civilian, not police, informant. I want to just see a Rasta and accosted him, never know him. And a man went to the house and still have a car police came chef on our police. And we not tell him go in the house because them run. I overstretched that week complete because we have Negril police station. Okay, I'm going to listen.
The name of Richards. I don't remember the other police that was with him, but I know Richards because we went to high school together. As a matter of fact, he was my senior at the police academy. Right? So I explained to Richards what happened, and we said we're going to search the premises. Richards and I were staying in one room with the guy who went in the house, and Constable Paul went, and the other police officer went in a different room with the other occupant. There was another occupant in the house.
Outside.
By the time we started searching the house, there was some clothes on the bed with a whole lot of $100. I think it was $100. So I took the $100 from the bed, threw it in the clothes basket, and I went to the clothes one by one and dropped them on the money in the clothes basket. I showed the guy that, listen, your money is in the clothes basket.
So you want the bed, no, nothing to do with the bed. Leave the money on the bed, right? So the money in the clothes basket. Let's go on this.
He said, yes, officer. While we were doing that, I heard an uproar outside. When we went outside, there were more cops there, right? Plainclothes cops, bicycle cops. Well, it would appear as if the man had called his friends. Those were his friends.
Those are Negril police. Those are their division. Them are the police or police that division. You come from mobay. Okay. All right. Those are his friends. Okay.
Right. Okay. Next thing I know, they took the informants out of the car.
Informant.
So I went outside and I said to them, listen, these guys.
So the informant never make no sense as the haunted people. Because if you have informant and you don't see some people move suspicious and you don't know them people in there, search up the people in place. Where the informant that carry you. Because when you go on a raid and a mission, you know, stop halfway and quarter way. And then, you reach in a Negril, brother. Them reaching there. You listen this? Eh? You see me I say? Yeah. From last night.
Guys are with us. Keep it low.
Keep it low.
Before I could do anything else, these police officers accused me of being a robber. That I came and robbed this man last night. And I said, what are you talking about? So
because they go rob the man the night before, police are telling me, the day before, you know. Them same informant and them, but they never get one watch, so them go back. You know, it's a matter like another them go, right? in the lane and see somebody move suspicious, you don't go to your target, no. And when your jurisdiction, right? All right. Well, listen.
One held me in my waist and they started. I said, no, what the hell you doing? I have my gun in my hand too, and everybody started doing a whole lot of shit now, and I'm saying, what is going on? So I calmed the situation because I was a senior police on the scene, a corporal. So I said, listen, bro, we need to calm down. This don't look good. Let us go to the station and sort.
This don't look good. Remember, you know, who carry them a mobay, and no, not like this, and who carry my mobay, and them run the whole St. James. And don't look good. Just here. All right, that's what
this thing.
So you mean by it not look good, next go to the station and sort out this thing, and your jurisdiction. So what you mean it not look good? Because them man you tell me them man them not do nothing but you know the man house and then little weed and make it not look good. Go to the station and sort out. Okay. Make go and listen.
Went to the police station, Negril. The Virgin, what happened next? Only God can tell where it come from or why did this happen next. Well, I will tell you why it happened next. We were at the station. All of a sudden, the inspector said to us, after we discussed the whole thing, the inspector said to us, okay, you guys are free to go. You know what I mean? Whatever. But when we were about to leave, the inspector was holding on to the informants. So I said, I'm not leaving my informants. So the inspector was saying, no, we're going to keep them. I said, no, I'm not leaving my informants.
Yeah, this just this informant. Remember them now? Inform not gone away, you know. Them just say a yard where some people look suspicious. Them not even tell the police say, okay, we're gonna leave and say, you know, we get a hit. And inspector down there, so we get a hit and a day so. They say, no, be a police, no, this is Negril police. You know, say we get a hit and there's a one, them have that and some gun we're gonna recover and make up something. You just gotta leave and go away. Oh, me not leave me informant. So where did come find at the first place? I'm go and listen. Let me just go and reserve little. Well on.
So there was a disagreement between me and the inspector. And he said, hold on a little bit. My brethren, what happened next? I got to turn the tides. Next thing, the inspector came back about 5 minutes while I was waiting on the two guys and said to me that we had robbed this man who we were presently searching the day before. So I said, what? What are you talking about? We robbed this man the day before we came to search him. So I said, what are you talking about? Anyway, they requested my firearm. I said, no. So then I received a phone call from the now retired Assistant Commissioner Derek Knight saying that, give the man him the gun.
So you think a man that carry you where you work with from Hunts Bay people, but I see what's not. With thing the soup. And you have the soup there. Yeah, deputy soup. I gotta tell you, get a call from your boss. I say, give the man the gun. Why? You think say the people that may get mad? So your deputy boss will carry you from town and like him not know you, carry you where you work from. Yeah, them right hand. You just say, give the man them the gun. Why him that do that?
Because the one was going to catch you a rob. I said, rob who? They caught us robbing, you know. That's what they said. We were caught robbing.
So you think somebody where you work with will know you, me know you, me and them in a position. Remember my inspector, me a deputy soup. And then the soup went out at one place, right? Them still now go run no soup. And deputy, the inspector. Me now ask you. And if your own can say, give the man the gun, what that mean? Go and listen, people.
That's what they said. So I'm saying, what the hell is going on? Caught robbing who? Next.
Maybe Robin Hood. But anyway, if you see some money upon the bed, why take it up and say put it in the basket? Shouldn't even touch it neither, you know? When I see what's not. Because the bed not trouble. Another you say you pull up the bed. Put it back. And money that and fee. You understand? You say you put it in the basket. Anyway, I'm going to listen.
Thing I know, they took away our firearms and said we remain in the office for the night. We were sitting there, not in the bathroom. They didn't want us to go. We were not under arrest for anything. They can't tell us why they're keeping us, but guess what? A badness.
Oh, them can't tell us if your boss has said, give them the gun because you rob. So why them not tell you why them keep them not going to let it go? They might finish to them investigation. That's how you got people. Why you that? If them take your gun and say robbing, so them gonna let you go. Eh? Hear this.
Gun thing and gun point on us, and we can't leave the police station, we can't go nowhere. And yet still they can't charge us. Anyway, we spend the night there.
Listen.
The next day, they said, all right, we are going to Montego Bay by the air office to meet with internal affairs. They put the two civilians in custody, and we were transported to Montego Bay air office.
You are going a different parish to that two criminal, you know. One named Marsh, you know. Yeah, two criminal, you know. Two criminal. This one here. But I you got a different parish. My number and both no gun now, you know. You can hear about drugs and robbery. You know, you're not about no gun and recover no gun. Just listen to phone yourself. Not my word. Yeah? Just listen.
To meet with the internal affairs. When we went there, they were.
So they put the two civilians in custody. So by the two civilians reach a Negril, one day in a mobay, and we go over reach and pass some division and reach this go up in a lane and to this man and I like when say want to find the man with this and that different from the money where you move off of the bed and say you put it in your so and you hear them rap. Me soon play the voice note phone, you know. Me just listen what them say Blake here say. So me soon play the voice note phone, you know. We not hear something from the voice note. Unbelievably, yeah? Okay.
There was no internal affairs. I was there sitting outside the whole time. I noticed a whole lot of tin cars drive up in the yard. You know what they were doing? They were carrying people into the compound to look at us, to try.
So you just go back to Bay. Why them that carrying people to look at them? Remember your boss run the place. You two boss them run it. So if them I forget the order I tell you because you're here with the police and them go behind them back and I shake down people. Other police tell me so too. You know me not do tabloid. Me not do tabloid. Me not make up. Me can't leave it for them kind of thing. Me a big man. Me a dad and super granddad. Me not in foolishness. Corruption for stop. Some people should have their prison. According to some police way. So big police and thing will talk to me the other day. Say them should have their prison. You understand? Okay, I'm going to play this.
And put us on identification parade to point at us say we were robbing them. That what
identification parade. You hear where it reach? Identification parade. No, you think you're a boss. Amos and Cowboy can do this. No police, no internal affairs. None of them. From them say, hey, I be selling this up. It done. You can't go around them. You couldn't go around them. Yeah, man. You see me I say? Yeah, man. From last night.
That was what they were doing.
No, man.
Anyway, as the day went by, finally I'm saying to them, what is happening here? Are we charged? Are we free to go? What is happening? I remember.
Why you don't ask, are we charged? Are we free to go? If you know, do not matter. What is happening here? Are we charged? Are we free to go? Okay. Now listen. Listen. I want to dissect, you know. Me not run for dissect things, you know. May listen.
But they said to me, okay, we were caught with two men who were robbers. I said, which two men? Who did they rob? They are saying the other two guys were robbers and we were caught with them. And they said,
you know, caught with two guys who were robbers. Them are still them in the car. May I tell you, hear them say informant. So we the police.
They wanted to search my hotel room because I was staying at a hotel when I was stationed in Montego Bay.
So your station, so you have to stay at the hotel because you just get transferred. You have two informant, a civilian and carry away a Negril in a little lane. Go a little man, you say a little man with weed, and then go in a man house and tell him, say, take the money off him bed and you put it in there, so, and then Negril police come, you're in a Negril police jurisdiction. So you're overstraight, because if you look for gun, but I'm not gun, you go to go get this, so, okay. I'm going to listen still. I'm going to listen.
So we went there. So I said, where's the warrant to search my hotel room? They did not have a warrant. Anyway, they took us.
I have not asked for warrant to search my hotel room. Okay, you can search my place. You can search my place. And then, moon end up in this. But go on, listen.
The hip strip.
So, if you have nothing for hide and they want to search your hotel room, you have to ask them why they want to search your hotel room. Just make them go on. Simple. Yeah, man.
Where there was a female justice of the peace and they got the warrant from the justice of the peace in my presence. They went and they searched my hotel room. I said, what are you searching for? They said they were searching for a phone that was robbed from the man.
All right. So if I'm here, you can search my place. I mean, you not to come, not me just a video. I mean, I have chat to you. Because you have a search warrant. And me not even talking. Cause anything where you pick up, I know, cause I have nothing illegal in my place, I know, so I'm good. I have refusing either. When you have your warrant come. When you're done, you talk to me, liar, come on, block you, you know. Yeah, man, of course. But me no in a chatting. Good.
day before they held us, because it was alleged that we robbed that man the day before and took away his phone.
Okay.
They searched, they didn't find anything. They took away my bulletproof vest. They took away my CIB vest. They took everything. Everything. They could carry it to plant it at a crime scene or anything as far as I'm.
Foolishness that. Them take the vest, carry a seal and think enough police that they can go plant pan crime scene. That's what them are telling our foolishness people. No police get arrested when them go carry them go and go plant pan crime scene and them vest. Plant it pan crime scene. So why you see it? If you think I'm gonna clean and I can't go and plant pan crime scene. You hear? Foolishness, garbage. Go on, listen.
Concerned. When we went back to the area office,
if them take them vest, them are more seal it and thing and use it and things say, okay, well I use this way. Because when them take things off for you, them take things off from a police brethren too. They never can go plant the gun with him and a crime scene and something. But anyway, let me just go and listen.
they said the internal affairs were waiting to talk to us in Negril. So we left for Negril. On the way to Negril, I overheard the sergeant talking to somebody on the phone. The sergeant said, listen, I don't have anything to charge the policemen for, because they
Can't believe now what you're saying about go and listen. A sergeant said, I don't have. But
have
listen,
not done anything.
the sergeant couldn't say that because he never been on the scene. But if the sergeant ever said they have not done anything in my part or something, because if him never did it unless him did it. A sergeant couldn't say that and me go after him. I'm not going on Negril. Yeah? So if a sergeant said they have not done anything, him can't tell me that. He couldn't tell me that. So me that look on the sergeant suspicious. Not true. Anyway, go on.
And there was an argument now between the sergeant and whosoever was on the phone trying to give the sergeant instructions. So the sergeant was like, Regine, I'm a sergeant for over 10, over 15 years, 20 years. I must.
Sergeant could that's why you know a lie. A sergeant when you say Brethren, can you overhear the sergeant talk. Brethren, me a sergeant for over 10, over 15, over 20 years. When you hear them thing then, you know say it make up going along the way. Yeah? Yeah? Because if you have a sergeant over 5 years, me have 5 years. I couldn't say I have sergeant over 10, 15, or over 20 years. Three different things now. I have to listen good enough. Yeah? Alright.
Must know when people do things.
If there's a sergeant, someone must know when people do things. Which police can be police when you have even 40 years and you look at a man and say, me must know when people do things. Me must know when people do things. This makes sense to no people. This makes sense. Hold on.
Not to charge a policeman them for this, not to charge a policeman them.
Look much people are talking about you must know when people do things. Oh, makes sense. So me a sergeant for about 20 years, so me must know when people do things. Okay.
For. Anyway, the sergeant took himself out of it. Instead of releasing us, because he had nothing to charge us for, because there was no.
The sergeant couldn't, me must know when people do things. So police are just look for you and just look for you because the military are profiling. So you look for them and I say, oh, me know say you do something. All right. Just go on. Remember, I'm going, I know you're not about not going to do. Listen when I hear and listen.
Evidence to charge me, Troy, and I for. He decided that he's not going to follow their instructions. But what he should have did was released us. But what he did instead was took himself from the case completely and left us in Betteltown.
The sergeant couldn't release them. What he should do, he should release us. You hear this? Okay. Took himself and him can't release, So he took himself from the case and
Westmoreland. So we were stuck in Betteltown for 3-4 days. No phone call, not even a phone call, nothing. Nobody knew where we were.
So you think your boss, well, the soup for the whole of St. James and the second boss for him charge a crime for the parish. Them that just leave you like this and them carry you with them right hand. You feel so? When you feel so? Yeah, I'm a good police, so I carry you with me and you're alright. Nobody can go on your boss, And him as a soup, him have stretch even over the parish too. Anywhere at all him have stretch. Soup. Senior soup have stretch over him. And then assistant commissioner have stretch over him. So we know the thing go up and about. Anywhere across Jamaica. See? So you know where in a some lower rank or you down there, so them can talk to you and give direction. Yeah? Alright, hear this, just listen.
Luckily, the same civilians informed Constable Powell's family that we were in Betheltown. I don't know how they knew.
So the civilian know all Constable Powell family. When you hear this, when you hear informant, okay. Yeah, okay.
Word spread.
But them are informant, but them know all film family. Them supposed to be informant. Informant, I think where you know when your people them know say you're informant, neither informant for police and think them that work in a little way that you can go around people and nobody know give your identity and them know say you're informant. Not so you go. So even the policeman family them know them are informant. Eh? When you hear, you listen. Because them police are McFarlane, them are criminal. So here.
Anyway, a writ of habeas corpus came for us to be released because we were in custody for 4 days without even charged.
Them get liar now and say release them in our charge, them you know. Okay, without even charge. Okay.
After that, they came to us the same night and said they told the judge in court that we were for identification parade. And they
so you reach, remember, you know, your boss carry you, but you're on identification parade now. Wait, how you reach this so? Me the ask. Kev your boss know say you work clean and alright. Even not pressure you. Now your boss I'm gonna pressure you, you want to be a court. Listen.
Same night they came to us and told us that we were for identification parade the next morning in Negril. I said, for what? For robberies committed in Westmoreland, Manchester, Trelawney, everywhere. About 10 robberies.
Not me say so. Robbery. Not we come a gun now. Me not hear about no gun. Robbery. Can you say them a shake down drugs people? Okay. And I rob. Okay. Not me say so, you know. Not my word.
I said, what? I said, we're busy?
So we busy.
Anyway, they took us from the Betheltown police station and brought us to Negril like 4 a.m. in the morning. So we were for identification parade at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. came, no ID parade. 10:30 came, no ID parade. The attorney came and asked, what's happening? What about the ID parade?
Then get attorney. I want you what the attorney. If it's a coming up police really make you know them thing, you know you can't hire a certain attorney, be a certain name that show me off. You can't go call them man them big no. You're supposed to call some little name and get legal aid or something. But make we hear what the attorney with the Maya. Yeah, go on.
The sergeant said the witnesses went to a funeral, so the parade cannot be kept. So we said, okay. No. No parade was kept in Negril. The following day, they brought us to Montego Bay, so we were for parade in Montego Bay again. So the parade in Negril no exists anymore. A parade in Montego Bay now. So guess what? Guess where we were for identification parade. The house that we had stopped that dude in Coral Gardens over 3 weeks ago. That is where the identification parade was for. Now, I'm going to explain.
Oh, so the Montego Bay, so 2 different identification parade. Because you just said 10 things. So the house where you stop the dude at Coral Garden. Remember you just a drive and say a dude at the gate. And you ask him, say him live here, and you're gone in him yard. In him place, him have to show an ID. You say you that to do in there and you come out and want to leave and go back at the station. You know, bother go on your way like it's a patrol. You just turn back after you come out of the yard. No sound right, none at all still. But anyway, let's go on. What me I go on listening, you know. Me like listen. Can I play the voice with me couldn't hear you know? From police. Alright.
Explain this to you. On the identification parade documents, it stated that we were supposed to be on parade for robbery. Robbery, you know, robbery. Even though we didn't rob anybody of anything. So
yeah, when I listen, remember fine it come from fine gun. Remember your boss in charge of St. James. And then a boss, you and 2 boss them. So nobody at them that feel loud the one of this year go on. Yeah? That's why I listen.
So the parade came. My attorney instructed me not to go on the parade.
My attorney instructed me not to go on the parade. Get an attorney too. Who are the attorney? Attorney instructed him not to go on the parade.
Yeah.
You're innocent. You don't do nothing. Why
Go
attorney
on the
instructed
parade, you
you say
just
don't
go.
go on parade? I said because them know you. Okay. Okay.
Troy went on the parade, he got pointed.
So hold on. So you just come in our place. That means nobody no really know you too much. So why the attorney instruct you not to go on the parade? Remember, you just come from town, you know. 3 weeks ago, they saw I try a thing and then you overstretch and go somewhere else. And like some police come out to judge and say them can't say him this. Now one of them, this others you would just come here. Say, me that glad to go up on the parade quick. Free up myself. Let me just say that again. I turn and say you must go up on it. Okay.
10:30 came, no ID parade. The attorney came and asked, what's happening? What about the ID parade? The sergeant said, the witnesses went to a funeral, so the parade cannot be kept.
Okay.
So we said, okay. No. No parade was kept in Negril. The following day, they brought us to Montego Bay, so we were for parade in Montego Bay again. So the parade in Negril no exists anymore.
Okay.
A parade in Montego Bay, no. So guess what? Guess where we were for identification parade. The house that we had stopped that dude in Coral Gardens
Dude.
over 3 weeks ago.
You hear that? And I stop you, that dude, right? Okay.
That is where the identification parade was for.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to explain this to you. On the identification parade documents, it stated that we were supposed to be on parade for robbery. Robbery, you know, robbery.
Not me,
Even though we didn't rob anybody of anything. So the parade came. My attorney instructed me not to go on the parade.
So you never rob nothing, nobody don't know you're mobay, but you get two informers to a civilian and drive in your car back of you as police. None of them a drive a car. You put them in your head back, you trust them, you get two informers. Okay. Alright. So me soon play that, you know. And then your attorney tell you to go on a parade when nobody don't know you, sir. Nobody don't know you, sir. That's the best way for you go. I go and listen.
Troy went on the parade, he got pointed out. Because everybody in a Montego Bay knows Troy Powell. No.
So if them know him, that I make them point him out. Them know police, if you not do something, remember not everybody him rob, or who rob or point you. So this everybody know him. It not kind of water. Because not everybody did their pint short like at some Jesus thing where them say sign them as to them. That make no sense, don't it? Eh? Okay. Everybody know Troy Powell. So everybody know Troy Powell, but they don't know you. So why not go on the parade? Me just ask a question. You remember me like ask real question, you know. Them don't know you just get transferred, you just start work. Everybody know try for go up on the parade and get pinted out. But your liar said don't go up on the parade. Remember nobody don't know you yet, you know. Nobody don't know you. Alright. Go on listen.
Bambo. So they can't miss him. All you have to say, look for Mr. Bambo.
Yeah there.
The guy did not know me, he could not recognize me. When I went on the parade, I did not even hear the witness come on the parade.
Yeah.
I did not hear the sergeant say witness on parade. I did not hear the sergeant say witness, do you know what you're here for today? I did not hear the sergeant say there are 9 men in the parade. Walk up and down if you see them and shout the number loud. I did not hear she said that. I did not hear a witness answering her
You don't take nothing what liar say, no. But me I go and play.
on the other side of the screen. And at the end of the day, I did not hear a witness shout the number that I was standing under. I was standing in the parade room waiting for the parade to be kept so long that I said to the sergeant, Sergeant, what happened?
But no, the same, it has say, the liar said must go up on the parade. So, oh, it has stand on the parade. Okay. Move on here.
Isn't the parade going through? She said to me, oh, Mr. Blake, you were pointed out. So I said to her, by who? I did not hear anybody said number 9. I did not hear nobody say number 9. So how am I pointed out? She talked about, you were pointed out, and that's it. I said, okay. I went back in my cell. Well pointed out, no boy, by nobody. Just because we were supposed to be released on that day.
But release what? That don't make no sense. You see, you hear this? Yeah.
Just realized that they were losing and they had us in custody for over a week, so they had to find.
They realize they're losing by using such strong word. Losing what? Eh? If innocent, innocent. What they realize them losing. Anyway. Go on.
Something to plant on us.
Oh, they want to plant something. Okay.
So here's the identification part now. I get to understand that the witness,
They want to look something to plant on us again. Okay.
the guy in question who was supposed to come to point us out, was supposed to only point us out as the policemen who had searched him on that night. He was not a witness to any robbery. So therefore, we were not on parade for robbery.
But them tell him upon robbery, him said therefore not on robbery. Just listen, you know. It was a night, you know.
Anyway.
Okay.
News flash, reach the gleaner, reach everywhere that, yes, the policemen were charged after the DPP ruled that we were charged for robbery.
Okay.
So
listen.
the newspapers carried.
So check on everybody ruled pound no. But we don't innocent. Okay. Let me say, but check
Every
on-
newspaper, every news media carried the story that, with my name in it, Corporal Blake, Constable Powell, that we were charged for robbery aggravation committed in Coral Gardens, Montego Bay, that we kicked off a door and we robbed $500,000 plus jewelry.
So listen this. Every man should be innocent until proven guilty, and so them they will get a youth. And when them come tell lie, when them say man do it to get a youth and come tell lie, we just listen and dissect. Cause every youth where you see them get up now that prison right now, them not do the crime. And them just are just start cause some little things and them in a prison. Yeah? Things we just go right across the board. Make you go and listen this. You understand? Yeah, man.
That was the news.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, is that me? Because when DPP came back that we were supposed to be charged, I was charged for assault. I was charged for assault at common law. The allegation was that I pointed my gun in the man's mouth in Negril. In Negril, not Montego Bay. In Negril.
But Negril, they should him there Negril in the first place. You couldn't call, you know. You know, go under rules. You know, go under four rules. I don't hear me no thing there, you know, when I'm putting up nothing around here, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You understand? Them not do what? Yeah. But them not do pan you? Alright. I listen to them.
In Negril. So I'm saying, they put us on a parade for Montego Bay. Yet, we are charged, I am charged for assaulting the man that I searched his premises in Negril.
So why you search him on the premises? You say you're moving money off a thing. Why you do this? And by the way, remember you have informant a carrier, you say you in the first opening, you know where them there, you know where this and that. If it's somebody suspicious, so you end up that this blow out, that means you don't know reach on a target neither. Although you overstep your bound. And I go and you go for recover. So it turn no robbery. Me sue you the police when the police are set down them, man. Voila. Police. Negril police them there. Okay. I go and listen still.
And yet, the newspapers are carrying the story that we were charged for robbery in Montego Bay.
Remember them just say 10 robbery, you know. So no one, you know. Alright.
See what I'm saying now, people? I want you to listen.
Well, the news always, whether Negril or mobay, because them say mobay, you say 10 different robbery them have your pants. So anyway, I'm going to listen.
Carefully. That is how the level of corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force wicked.
Oh. So Adam, you alone talk about the corruption like Constabulary Force. Yeah? Alright.
All because
But you spent 22 years and never know say it wicked. Okay. Okay, alright, sir. Yes, sir.
we came from Kingston and we were doing a good spot of work and they won.
We came listen, at the boss, he must sit around the whole place. Him and Cowboy, around the whole of St. James. So there's and a mobay police just do this, you say, them have found that the direction of Amos and Cowboy. You see, you just go and play this. Don't be fooled.
Us out. The policemen in Montego Bay, most of them wanted us out of Montego Bay.
Cannot them. So nothing like remember Negril there now. And like different from one carry guard no. Oh, you don't do nothing in a mobay. You hear this? But them want you out of mobay. Okay. Okay.
Especially me. God, I was the foot soldier.
The foot soldier. Not me say it. But tell us say Cowboy foot soldier. I'm not joke. And me say it. He was the foot soldier. When if you listen to all these things, you know. Alright.
You see, when all of this happening, this is the worst part of it, Bridging. This is the worst part of it. The two officers who brought us to Montego, they never even come and visit us by the cell once and
You hear
say,
that?
what's going on?
The two officers who brought us never come visit us once. Why them want to visit them and them they all over the place? Them they all over the place. Them they dance, them they thing. No, them tell about them never this and that. I ain't kidding them drink. Yeah, more than one. Hey, some police call me and say, hey, some people like 100, they don't remember me work with them, you know. Two, you know. And me just leave that some boom bam bam man. People just talk and say, boy, dangerous school. Love bust gun to man. Shit down too much, man. And man tell me point blank loan, so you know me know I innocent, but we change on my life. And I respect them, man, to tell the truth. You understand? But when you see liar, man, you call them out, man. Don't, what you say, man?
The day in question in Negril, he did not even come down there and find out what's going on. But
the two officers that are cowboy night and the other one there. Amos. Breathe me. When name again? Amos. Yeah, man. Remember the tape?
While we were in Bethel town,
yeah, man.
I remember talking to him on the phone. I called him on the phone. He called the phone and I went on the phone with Cowboy. And he said, what kind of thing that we're going with? I said, what do you mean? We didn't do anything. The next thing.
Remember, this is the man we carry you from Huntsville. If them, I tell you what kind of thing you're going with, if them know, if a man around me, I know my work, you know. And I know a man might not know me and chat in foolishness. You have more people that come and say, yo, what you just say, I flap, you just flap yourself. Because if you know that man, you won't even say what you say. That make you stupid. So if you're one of them kind of worker, when I remember, you know, at the foot soldier, the word does come out right now, cowboy foot soldier. Yeah. And if him has said this, who is we? Him does say, yo, let them definitely let him go. Me not ask you.
I know the man say, oh, you're a bumbleclad thief, a gunshot you forget. That is what the man said to me. Me a thief, a gunshot, me forget.
Oh boy.
So this is a man who bring me from Kingston to Montego Bay, and the man write me off right there, so we don't even look into the case. Remember, we weren't even charged for nothing yet, you know. In the end, we were not even charged for any robbery, even though the papers carried that we were charged for robbery. Because you see what happened, bro. The senior.
Yo, them get up because the man them tell me so they make the file disappear, and that's what them do all the time. Make the file disappear, not the first. The other day, the one who kill the MP, they make the youth disappear. It all look bad for some people and like him can't take it, might take a chat. So what happened to the youth today? You're nothing else. And you're the liar. You remember the liar upon that case? Make we who a feet liar now. They kind of liar there. You remember the youth go Bloomfield thing and it just disappear. So just kind of nothing else. No police now say nothing. Nobody now say nothing. You not say Jamaica run. Go on, listen.
Officers in Montego Bay, they are the same ones who pass on the information to the paper. So every time we...
Young man, Adi, it's when you come on my program, me listen before I play it to you. So you don't come and tell me right now, I'm not even talking to you right now because you never know what you're talking. Get off my program. No time for you. You think me just get up and play something you don't listen it? You think me never listen it before? You think me have a voice note? Oh, you're so stupid. You think me one of them just get up and put anything on my program and not talk to people and double check it? You talk a little bit too much. Run that Lonesome.
Go to court. The whole court is looking for the two police them who was robbing down from Trelawney to Montego Bay to Ocho to Manchester. That is how we were destroyed in the papers and on the social media.
Yeah, not my saying, you know. Listen, and about if we cover going down here, sir, you know. All right, just listen.
I held my head high because I know I didn't rob anybody, and the law took its course. The judge didn't see a case there. The judge was asking, where's the robbery? There was no robbery.
Listen.
As a matter of fact, I went to court for assault at common law.
Yeah, this assault for common law. Listen.
The judge threw out the illegal possession, because they charged me for illegal possession of firearm and assault at common law. So the judge threw out the illegal possession of firearm, stating that if you're going to charge the officer for a firearm that was issued to him illegally by the commissioner of police, then you need to...
But if you use it illegally, it's a legal weapon. If you have even your gun license used illegally, it's a legal weapon.
Charge the commissioner for aiding and abetting. So
that's why them let it go. But you can't use illegally still. So the judge said that sometimes the judge, because if you use it legally, them can charge you for that. Because you say them issue it, but you can't issue it for a rob with it. Can't charge you for it, of course.
He dropped the illegal possession of firearm and it was sent to the RM court for just a regular assault. When I went to the RM court, bro, the RM court, you know, in Negril RM court, you know what we were there for? We were before the Negril RM court for robbery. That the judge was asking, why would the high court send a robbery case, a high court case, to the smaller court? And the judge said, where's the file?
Yeah,
They said they could not find the file.
Because the police them tell me say the big boys them make the file missing. You hear? Them that's why them get off down there so. Them could not find the file. And like you don't have a file case done. You remember them file them have way to make file fly and missing. You hear? Listen again.
So the judge said, listen, set this matter for next date and ensure I get the file.
Oh, so them find the file and friend move the file. That means the case I got short. Okay, all right.
The day before court, the next date for court, my attorney was Peter Champagne.
Attorney, you have the money for approve them people are what? Okay. Down there, so okay. See money right the youth gone now, we know you're nothing else. And the mother just pay 800,000. And that the case closed off. Oh, you know. Yeah. Big money liar. Okay. All right.
When Peter Champagne came down to...
Sometimes you know why people get to you know. Oh, you know. Big money, you know. $2 million, man. Big money. Yeah, man. Then he come with some little things and look all on board through it. The police them know. That's why the police draw for this. Yes. Yeah, man. You see why you know. Okay. Yeah.
Represent me. In the case, he was asking me, Mr. Blake, where is the robbery file? I said, what?
Oh, he said it true, but the man said, where is the robbery file? And the robbery file gone. Yeah, not my word. Sita, but assault, but the man said, where is the robbery file? Listen again.
Illegal possession, because they charged me for illegal possession of firearm and assault to common law. So the judge showed the illegal possession of firearm, stating that if you're going to charge the officer for a firearm that was issued to him illegally by the commissioner of police, then you need to charge the commissioner for aiding and abetting. So,
so that's why them let it go, but you can't use illegally still. So the judge said that sometimes the judge, because if you use it legally, them can move the file, yeah, people. Yeah, so them issue it, but you can't issue it for a rap with it. Can't charge you for it, of course.
He dropped the illegal possession of firearm and it was sent to the...
He dropped illegal possession of firearm. Remember, out of the ass is not mine. But I hear where the liar asks for what kind of file.
RM put for just a regular assault.
It should be a regular assault filing. You hear the file we're missing. So them want to mix up the case and make it sound weird. The file, the robbery file, gone! Listen.
I went to the RM court, bro. The RM court, you know. In Negril RM court. You know what we were there for? We were before the Negril RM court for robbery. That the judge was asking, why would the high court send a robbery case, a high court case, to the smaller court?
Yeah, robbery case, you know. So
and
it's a smaller court, okay.
The judge said, where's the file?
Where's the file?
They said they could not find the file. So the judge said, listen, set this matter for next date and ensure I get the file.
Oh, so if they find the file and friend move the file, that means the case I got short. Okay, all right.
The day before court, the next date for court, my attorney was Peter Champagne. Even when Peter Champagne came down to...
Sometimes you know why people get to you know. Big money, you know, $2 million, man. Big money. Yeah, man. Then he come with some little things and look all on board through it. The police them know. That's why I say police draw for this. Yes. You see why you know. Okay. Yeah.
Represent me. In the case, he was asking me, Mr. Blake, where is the robbery file? I said,
the robbery or is that come an assault or something, but your liar, I come ask you for the robbery file. Where it gone?
What robbery? He said, there's no robbery file. You are not charged for robbery. So why is the newspapers and all the news media saying that you are charged for robbery?
File gone.
So you see that they didn't even.
See, them don't have no robbery file. Them do no robbery. No, the file gone. Them disappear the file because the police them tell me say, yeah, they make it disappear because big man them say boom bam bam and they don't want to do too much fun, pressure the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So them just make the file disappear. So the file book out. Me don't know if upon me don't think here Jamaica they gone, thing there, So maybe a British here we are one of them plane there. One of them big plane. But the file book out and take flight. See, no robbery file.
They
The robbery
just
file missing.
mash up my name all over the place.
The robbery file
Police.
missing.
That is all
So
police.
that case said that's way. Robbery file missing. One year. None. Okay.
Police is wicked to other police. So don't you ever think that when you don't on the base side, they're going to take side with you. No, police not taking any side with you. They prefer to sink you and tell our lies on you.
Okay. Yeah. When me talk forget a youth. I'm going to look part of when I talk at youth, Tell life and get a youth and sink you. See? But that's why they say, you have in the clique. If you're in the clique, they may get gear blue and blue.
So eventually, the judge threw out the case. No,
Throw out. And they were both innocent or something. File gone, case done. When you get it now, but more no want. Sometimes some people come talk when I dissect the thing and listen it, Me not chat to some people, Them guys, we not chat to them, man. You understand? Yeah, man. File gone, case done.
evidence.
No
And we
evidence.
left. A few months after that, I was back at work in Hunts Bay. A document came to me that I was supposed to be charged departmentally for allowing myself to be charged for this and a whole bag of charges departmentally, allowing myself to be charged for robbery and all type of things. And there was no robbery file anywhere.
Yeah, the robbery file, the gun! Fly out! Yeah, man, I conquered the dude before it mash up. Conquered. Robbery file upon a conquered and zoot! So when you go from that done, it's done. You see why the case done? Remember, you can't go build it back, You can't find no robbery file, but yes, I charge. Okay. All right. So when you hear the case done, not my word. I ain't not point my finger upon nobody. Yeah, we just a dissect case.
Oh no, they can't charge me departmentally. Because you know what they did, people? They just made a file and just put it over my head like an umbrella like this. Every time my name goes up for promotion, oh, Mr. Blake is under investigation. That's how corrupt the organization is.
You hear that? The right robbery file fly out and case that way. Okay, fine.
You hear me say? That's how corrupt the organization is. Constable Powell and I spent 3 months in jail.
And I me say it. 3 months. Listen.
3 months in jail. I don't even know what they charged Constable Powell for. There was nothing to even charge him for. Because the statement that they had on file was that I assaulted the man, not Constable Powell.
But the robbery file gone. So even the word will come out of mouth now right now, because the robbery file gone.
So I don't know, why was he even in jail?
Oh, so you don't know why? Because
I don't know.
With you, okay.
But all I know is that we were charged for assault. I was charged for assault. I don't know which charge.
But all the charge assault, how your lawyer said the robbery file disappear. Disappear. Yes. Go and walk, because we don't have no file, we don't have nothing. Yeah.
Troy was charged for, even though I can't see why Troy was in custody. And they
So if you did go and you commit a crime and you carry 2 other police plus 2 civilians were supposed to be informed, them have to get charged. So them are part of accessory to the crime or anything. So we know so them are get charged. We know so you have a charge like that. Yeah, man. You understand? So we know them are part of our one man gonna do this, but one other giant get charged. Or them said Ninja Man go to prison. Yeah? And use substantial evidence. But okay. When you go to the place, okay. Well, listen.
charged 2 civilians separate that they robbed the man the day before, and that case went to shit. That case had no evidence and it was thrown out too.
Sure enough, you're there.
So they had no case. So let me tell you something, people. You think the Jamaica Constabulary Force easy? When you talk about corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, man, tell you that police are so corrupt against each other, brethren. They will do anything to sink you as a policeman for any jugsman out the road.
So you hear that? Jugsman out the road. Yeah, yeah. Eh? But it was a foot soldier, not my word. Yeah, yeah. Any drugs man out the
Or
road. Yeah.
any politician out the road. Because you know why they were trying to sink me? Because guess what? Minnie and Blake, and me come from Hunts Bay. I'm a troublemaker. And they want to get rid of Blake. So you know what they said? If Blake no go to prison, Blake for dead. That was it.
Nobody never said that. They hear who said that? Cowboy. But came from Hunt Bay. Eh? All right. Okay.
That was what he's saying. The same complainant in the same case came to me and said, listen, my brethren, you are the most wanted policeman in Montego Bay, and you're not wanted by gunmen. You are wanted by police.
You hear this? About you hear about some just hear some of the robbing details now. And some setup. Remember, you're angel and you're alright, and nobody not set up nothing for you know, weed for you go robber or nothing, you know. But hear this.
Police said, Blake, you're for dead. I am telling you that. But you know what? God not sleep. Because you see all of them who was coming down on me and put a battery in my back like they were charging me. Yo, let me tell you something.
Me see it, mommy, I hear.
They end up charging us on robbery with some money from a secure car truck. Some of them died and gone. They end up at prison. A backlash I catch them. Okay. Because guess what? Then touch the God anointed me, I tell you that. Then try send a good youth to prison. You ever said 3 months in jail, people. I slept in Montego Bay jail for 3 months for nothing. Okay. Just because police wanted to take me off the street because I was working. That's
and I know you know yes, so work and carry no gun and not all longer work. So you the police for them say my work. Your boss control St. James. And the other one, the two boss, and them control the whole thing. So if them not get approve of something, nobody can move to you. Yeah? It's simple. And them carry you. Them in charge of the place. You understand? Amos and then the other one. Okay, one. No, but you say you just go there. And you never know nobody. So why they want to take care of the street and your work, then you never recover not going to move. But if you're working at St. James, you know they're Negril. Because if something you know they're Negril, and you know they're out of the, you're in a year look place of work. No. Can you recover and then come in that place I want to clean up? Eh? Okay. I just did this and then I'm Negril and then them blink it to some other things. So where the work the day, I not understand still. Okay, just go there and you live in a hotel. When them search your hotel and like you say clean and get a house and start living, you live in a hotel and start work. A cowboy them carry you. Me I go play the police thing. Me just have finished about the good thing and then I play the police thing.
That's what they did to me. That's what they did to Constable Troy Powell. And you know why they messed him up? Because they said he's from Montego Bay and he was taking the sides of the Kingston police officers. That's what happened to me. And that's what happened to Constable Troy Powell.
No. The boss them, I've been telling before people have a boss and I'm a soup and I run the whole place. No care what I say, nothing.
We were ambushed and we were almost sent to prison or almost killed because we were doing good job in Montego Bay.
Good job. But a Negril, name a call and other places down. Good job in Montego Bay down. All right.
And cowboy, trust me, I'll know you not apologize to me yet. And you need to apologize to me. You need to apologize to me. You need to call me out Derek Knight.
But cowboy never come from Montego Bay the next month. So them carry you with them. All right. I'll play the thing in a minute.
You need to call me one of these days and you need to apologize. Because you bring a good youth go Montego Bay. And I wasn't a thief because you wouldn't bring me a Montego Bay if me a thief. And
I'm foot soldier. Cowboy them, you know for them emo for morning. Cowboy that you know. You must cowboy. We want to bring your feet about and foot soldier right hand. The same carry you always carry right hand them with you in a way. But me love boss gun and love the things and you know you go on and you do your thing and carry can do your thing. You saw the police them talk.
What you told me on the phone messed me up that day like, oh, me a thief, a gunshot, me forget. You need to apologize.
You think a man work with you all long and then go carry you somewhere and then somebody accuse you of thief and them on the back him have the stripe? You feel so now on yourself? Anybody outside that feel so this could have trick anybody? Eh?
Now I tell you that. And but now forget about that until you apologize to me. I tell you that. Because that was the worst day of my life. You see, I went to Montego Bay with you and you come call me thief and say a gunshot and forget. You know what I mean? For nothing. We did not do nothing. 2 innocent policemen handled by the system, destroyed by the system. You see what happened, people? The same internal affairs police officers came down was a part of the corruption. I can remember.
Where was the corruption? Oh, there was a police them the internal affairs go for the whole of them police there. Why them never go for night too because boom bam, him a big guy still. But why them never, why them allow this to just happen to you? And the infam part of corruption. Where was the corruption? Who was the corruption?
Somebody called a certain people and said, listen, help those police officers. You know what they said to me? No, we can't help them. That is more than us. Tripod went to Mullins, Clive Mullins, the attorney, to defend him, and he was a good attorney. You the man saying can't touch it. You can't touch that case there. Because guess what? The labor right them are try send we a prison. Plus the politician, you hear me say? The labor right are try send we a prison. Plus the drug dealers in the community are try. So
yeah, so the labor right them did not try send them a prison them and plus drug dealer. Say you hear, not my word. So the labor right them are try send them a prison and plus drug dealer. Yeah, okay.
Everybody want Blake out of the way. Cause Blake.
So, oh, you go there, so you don't say that Huntsby with the Maggie. Huntsby are one of the most corrupted thing in a town. You know? But them say them back at Huntsby, why them never say in my Rockford or something. Huntsby, okay. And them say, they liberate them want to get you out and plus drugs, man, and all kind of things. Me soon play with the police. Them
was doing a good spot of work.
Yes.
So they just employ the police them to destroy us.
Okay.
They tried once before the Negril incident. They called me, they give me some information one day to go up in a certain area. And before we went to the area, we stopped and we were in an unmarked car. And, you know, the God just looked at me and said, Blake, come out of the car. And I came up to the car and said, come guys. And we were standing in a little bus stop while the unmarked car was parked in the street. And we look about 10 police cars, the circle unmarked car. And I was standing on the side watching like with guns drawn. And I was saying, what the hell is going on? I gave control the license plate number of the unmarked car.
So it's an unmarked car. So but any unmarked car go there. Them can read that and call it in. But just listen to story and answer story this again. Just listen. I
saw one of the police officers that I knew and I said, police, come here. How are you going?
So you're police, unmarked car. So it's empty. So they must, sister Una, what have you? And Mr. Lapana, they said this and leave the unmarked car. And then around 10 car. 10! Circle unmarked car. All them circle it. At the side of the front, that mean them that push up themselves. They all them I want to shoot everybody night. I don't know how it's circle, but I could go and listen.
You know what the police said to me? Bridging, so that car there, I come to kill everybody night, you know.
So you know, a police say, I come to kill everybody night. Remember, at the bars around St. James. Just listen.
So, bro.
So, where the police are tell you that, and it's an empty car. You say police were going. That means I identify. You see that car there? I come to kill everybody night, and it's an empty car. Police are tell you that. You stand up and watch him and really tell you that. An empty car. I come to kill everybody night, you know. Okay. All right.
That car is my team in that car. Man, so Blake, watch yourself. The information we get is a gunman in the car. Control would have known that we were in.
That can't be true in other people. Somebody I call the name and say, watch yourself, because the information we get a gunman in the car. Any car, because more than one police will drive the car. You come from down there, they might know them car. And they know the plate on the car. So it leave from out of the station, they might know the color, know say it gone to that place. And say control. Not now your boss, the boss did run it. The boss run the whole parish. You understand? Just listen. Just listen again.
That car based off of the license plate number, but yet the information was passed on. That
so so controlling, you're sure control get the thing before the drive out in the car. Because if it's a police car, them know the license plate too, you know. Them know so even if you have a handmark car, them have the license plate and know from them seat, them know says a police car too. Them know. And I know where you're going. And people from your station too, because they might call you by name. Okay. And by the way, if you see police and you have radar, you must have radar upon you. Can radar same time I be and say, listen, I me this, just some police come on. They might spoil me thing. You're not like that. You know, a bus stop and say police come here. That makes sense too, no? Remember, you always have radar where you can talk to them and control, you know. And if you have some police, they can move or what have you. You don't call them, you don't God just talk to you, come out of a car and go stand up in this and you see 10 cars, circle it out, circle it. That doesn't make no sense, but I'm going to go and play it. You don't read out. Yeah, me, that boom, bam, bam. You don't read it. You don't must have a read out. Okay? All right, go and play. All right.
A gunman in the car. So, you know, so the control of a man to go be a corrupt. Because the control.
You lie again.
in a Montego Bay gave them the license plate number of the car to kill us.
Okay.
I'll never forget that day.
Aye, again.
That is how corrupt the thing is. And the other day we went to another house, we get some information.
So the cowboy night and did I run down there. Overall, of course, a night them did I run it. Are them in charge? Yeah, man. That more I know. Are them in charge? But and them want kill night you Wayne carry. Corporal, okay, all right, okay.
Talking about some people were fighting over drugs in our yard. We went to the yard, we chased a few guys, and they ran, escaped. And we searched the place and we found some ganja, like a whole lot of ganja, but a couple pounds of ganja, well, parceled ganja. The guy in the yard was coming to me and saying to me, like, yo, officer, we'll give you.
But we chase and them run away and we find some ganja. But the guy in the yard come to you and say, officer, I give you money. Remember, you run away and chase, you know. You find some ganja, no man have offer you no money, no parcel, and what have you. Listen this again now.
Money, you know, for you just, you know.
You can't sit through the car. If them all right. So, Sean, you just said because them thought someone was in the car at the time, them want to come and leave and come to him and say, we'll come to kill everybody. Them that shoot up the car, brother. Brother, you see, and everything man just start run with, you know. If you come down and circle a car, and a man say, come here, and you say, you man, we'll come to kill everybody in the car. If you think people in the car, you'll just fire shot from the car, brother. So from them go down there and them see the car, them want to tell him, say, oh, we come to kill everybody in the car. Yeah. Them that ask him, where the man them gone? And then them know him a police. And then they pan a patrol. Them that say, where the man them boom, bam, bam, bam. And that say, are them gone this or something, yeah, like that. We just come to kill every man in the car, yeah? Because a gunman. But and everything where you see what for dissect. I understand you still, because you know, see, you understand what I say? Some things don't make sense to me, you know. Because the people in the car, that mean from them seeing the car, a man in the car, them that shoot up the car. Them that see nobody in it and you say, come here. And they know you're police. And I say, you see what them man that turn? Yeah, man, me say, I pay a gun, man. And then him like we cover gun. So if him see man come, and then if them come and see you, that means you have your gun too. You have your rifle and thing way down that bus stop and them just try pass you and circle the car there. And then that see you and I say, hey, we come to kill. Man, because we come to kill everybody in the car, yeah. Eh? Make sense? More to go and look suspicious. Maybe if a man stand up at your gate, and I call the man, you have to carry me and show me where you come from. Can you imagine him see some man come out of a car? Him have him gun him and him squad them. He might draw down upon them himself before even them man at all, because him same like we cover gun, don't it? Okay. You have to listen keenly, man. Be good, man.
Just leave the weed and whatever. I say, no, man, I don't do that. But I said, well, you
oh, so some man running up. All right, listen this again, people. Make it just listen this good. So, we just come to kill every man in the car, yeah? Because a gunman. But and everything where you see what.
But yet the information was passed on that.
So so control. Want pass that. That them in charge. But and them want kill night you Wayne carry. Corporal, okay, all right, okay.
Talking about some people were fighting over drugs in our yard. We went to the yard, we chased a few guys, and they ran, escaped. And
so you chase a few guys, they want fight over drugs. We go in there, we chase them, and them run them. Escape, you know. Escape. But listen now. Listen good.
We searched the place and we found some ganja, like.
We searched the place and we found some ganja. Listen now.
A whole lot of ganja, but a couple pounds of ganja, well, parceled ganja.
Couple pounds of ganja, well, parceled ganja. So you have to get more on everything, right? Yeah, man.
The guy in the yard was coming to me and saying to me, like, yo, officer, we'll give you money, you know, for you just, you know.
You can't sit through the car. If them all right. So, Sean, you just said because them thought someone was in the car at the time, them want to come and leave. We just come to kill every man in the car, yeah? Because a gunman. But and everything where you see what for dissect. I understand you still, because you know, see, you understand what I say? Some things don't make sense to me, you know. Because the people in the car, that mean from them seeing the car, a man in the car, them that shoot up the car. Of course. Them not see nobody in it and you say, come here. And they know you're police. And I say, you see what them man that turn? Yeah, man, me say, I pay a gun, man. And then him like we cover gun. So if him see man come out with gun and look suspicious, maybe if a man stand up at your gate, and I call the man, you have to carry me and show me where you come from. Can you imagine him see some man come out of a car, him have him gun him and him squad them. He might draw down upon them himself. Before even them man at all, because him same like we cover gun, don't it? Okay. You have to listen keenly, man. Be good, man.
Just leave the weed and whatever. I say, no, man, I don't do that. But I said, where you know me from? I don't do that.
So you said to a man, remember you chase the man and them run off and do them thing. And then a man I say, leave the weed, come back to you. Remember you chase the man who fight for weed, and you see it passed out and everything, just some pound then passed. And you say, leave the man who come to you and say, leave the weed. And you say, no, well, you know me from, I don't do that. And you speak police, you tell to a man, remember you just run on the man, them escape, you know. But you say, leave the weed, man, and you say, no, I don't do that. Hear this.
Anyway, after we saying that, another police car come up. I said, yeah, this car come up and one of the officers, I won't even call him, you know, Tingling, came to me and I was telling me about, yo, Blake, yo, you can't eat the food, man. I said, eat what? Eat which food?
Tingling.
I said, no.
Remember, I'm just going there, you know, but him attack Tingling. Me the think of Adam's Tingling. But no, it's at the next Tingling down there, so come attack Adam, to me know Adam's Tingling, it go down there. But him not stay down there, but that next Tingling that attack. See? Annex police Tingling, I say, if you eat the food, you corruption. So, if you so clean and whatever, why am I not tell you say you should you eat the food? So if they did it with you then. Same as I eat the food. You hear this? I know. I said no, I don't do it. It sounds sensible too, you know. But you're not going to recover yourself. And people about this about drugs. Drugs, I rob drugs, and drugs. No. Okay.
I don't want the money from nobody, Bridget. The next thing
me don't want the money from nobody, Bridget. Yeah.
I know, Bridget, this inspector, I don't think it was Brisic, his name, Bisic or whatever.
So, Tingling name call up in this. Tingling not station on mobay. No, yeah, and never that Tingling there. I never one the pass.
Was the phone call was just for me alone.
Well,
what his name was, he came up with a whole letter, bike police and everything. I said, how was so much police I go? And then my head just picked me, and then this is where it picked me, you know. When the inspector came, the inspector did not come to me as the senior officer on the scene. The inspector went to the civilian, the Rasta man, and I started to cock my ears to listen to conversation.
I always cock film ears and listen to conversation. Always, no. Okay.
And you know what he was saying to him? Like, yo, you find the weed still in about everything, Chris, man. That is what I heard the Rasta man saying to the inspector of police. So you know what, people, you know what they did? They was trying to set me up. So
people, listen, if me say about clear, so me not touch it. You have this, yes, sir. But me not touch it, right? This, me not touch it. Where I do? Put it down and set me up? You can't set me up. Come and say things and touch it. So there is no way somebody can set you up unless you do something and you stay away, people. Or they going to set you up. If you just do your work and thing. Or they never set up Lewin. When name Lewin? When them get the guy from Tankwell, they take it. Only thing them do is them try to mash him up and park him. Come now and put them. You don't go to the police and say book and next police will tell you if you take the food. And you say the man them run and you find how much weed, but a man will come and tell you take the food. Take the money. And I said, no. You said to the man first, where you know me from? I not take, I talk some foolishness. Where you know me from? I'm not take your money.
The phone call to my unit was just for me alone, my team alone, you know, because we were supposed to take the money from that guy, and then guess what? They just swoop down on us now and arrest us.
So where that come from? If you find gun on them thing that you have wow. No trap on set for you. Can you honest police who has set trap with the weed and them thing the fear? You don't even talk to nobody, you put the man under arrest. Him could have said, boy, I offer you some money. The rest run you got you under arrest. Boom. Them that see him there, you can't move with him and you call for some backup because you have radio. You have radio. Eh? Alright. Let me go and play this.
That is what their plan was. But I'm not a corrupt police. I don't want to.
No, but it's a soup and arrest us. I think them that come shoot up a car there. Okay. Alright, man. The next one, okay.
Money for anybody. So I wouldn't take no money for nobody. So they couldn't catch me. So they kept on trying and trying and trying.
Yeah. They keep on trying and trying. Why people are just try after you? Just try. I use weed and drugs, man, to catch you something now. It makes sense to know? This makes sense to know? Okay. All right.
Until they found you in a certain position where they can lay charges against you and tell lies on you.
That in a certain position where they can lay charges by you and tell lies. So if you know, so them try for you, where you're going in at the same position and reach and agree and anything. Can I say this before? Make sense? Eh? All right.
This is how the Jamaica Constabulary Force is corrupt.
Okay.
People, police officers, and they're telling us something. you're in this organization and you have the zeal to work, but
Nothing
be
lang, tingling, come from
careful.
town.
Be careful of what you say to other police
Tinglang
officers
instead of
about
tingling.
criminals. Be careful what you say to other police officers about other police officers. You hear, Mr. Bridgen? Uno might end up missing or end up
Yeah, yeah, them up, all right. That's not lie, you end up missing. Yeah, hear this. Right,
in
Panela.
prison.
Yeah.
That is the Jamaica Constabulary Force that we serve. And if you don't want to hear in a Bridgen, if you don't want to take heed,
That's right, Pan. You have to be careful. Wow. But you why is the on the ground? Every time them walk out, them know, we know, you know. Me is the on the ground, you know, for you, you know, because we know what them do, you know. We know what them do. So when them attack, and that, we don't know what them do. We know them. If I say zup, you can't draw them. Yeah, man.
come and work and go back home, leave out corruption.
Okay.
If you're not a part of a clique, you will sink like a boat full of hole. You get me? That's the Jamaica.
Yeah, if you're not a part of the clique, you know. But yesterday have some man who live hand to mouth to borrow money, but them a survive. Oh. They can get wow, them a survive. But them make salute. So them man never about the little loan them. Like eyes on the file, little man never about the little loan. Oh, them, nobody now set them up and try to nothing with them. Them borrow loan and pay it and go home with 14,000. Me respect you, some salute you know. Me born out corrupted cop. And them are civilian now, so when you're not chatting with them for just who them do things over the years, them for look out for. Don't look out for me. Me good. You understand? And remember, you can't go back. But that wipe that out of your head once a police, twice a civilian. We're not civilian, but we're not set. We're not set up bad. Some of the rare set of practice that Jamaica, it helps in Jamaica too. Yeah, man. You understand? Yeah, man.
Constabulary Force. Me are telling her that. See what happened to me in Montego Bay? I will never forget that. 3 months in jail, my friends. For what?
3 months. Not me say it, you know. Yeah, file disappear.
Just for search a man?
Just to search a man. The way that search a man. For way to come out of jurisdiction for the search a man. That's a waste of gas, waste everything. With all informat for the search a man. But yes, still the next man with weed before all that. They want to take money after people run away and see pass that weed. And you cock ears and hear, man, say, no, I'm not take it on them things. Why people are set trap for you? Eh? People are set trap for honest people, man. Which part ever hear that?
The judge in court was telling him that what are the police officers doing here? My attorney was saying, what are you doing in jail? Peter Champagne, good attorney. What? He was saying, Mr. Blake, what are you doing in jail? You see, people, what you don't understand, you know.
He said, my attorney said, Mr. Blake, what are you doing in jail? That means you used him before. Yeah, because if you just you get Champagne enough money, you know. So now money man, a couple and only can hire Champagne. Okay. Yeah, man. Now I have Champagne. Okay. Yeah, man. Right, okay.
If a policeman assaults a civilian and he reports it to the police station, say he reports it to the police station, you as the station guard need to tell this man, oh, you need to go down to 34 Duke Street and make a report to the complaints division.
Oh, yeah, I see a mobay and then go Duke Street and make a complaint to the complaint division. Because mobay we are talking about, eh? Go Duke Street. You must have somewhere. So, all right, go and play over a place.
That is the advice, because you can't just charge the police like that. So when
you can't charge police like that, you know. I just them feeding, you can't charge police like that. You can. And the police say them can charge you too, but them not do it. They not practice it. You know? Okay.
He goes down to the complaints division and he makes a report. If he goes, the complaints division will,
if he goes,
put a file together and they will send it through the system, and it should come to you to Hunts Bay for you to defend yourself, for you to write a statement and send back on the file.
So that's why them get rid people picking all the while, because them just write a statement and send it. You hear? Eh? They have teeth tingling to, you know. Power with that arms. So me know saying down there and through him know them. Remember him, you know? I don't know if they pick up them man there from down there. So that's why I'm called certain man name from certain places, you know. Saying? All right.
And they will do their investigation and decide whether you're supposed to be charged for assault or not. That is how it's supposed to work. No, police not supposed to come and charge no other police for assault or civilian on the road. No, in a word.
Foolishness, garbage. Police see how do some things or one can charge you. He can. I just him not charge you, but you forgot make a complaint with them not see. and then you for tell them what and what. Police say pick you up, maybe you get wounded or what. Them can't charge you. You can't register statement against the same way. Them can. Them not do it. The law, nobody not bigger than the law, you know. Them just not practice it. Them not do the good practice part of the law, you know, in a Jamaica. Everywhere else.
So
Different
this
function, can't work so man. Them see him can't charge a man. What do you mean by it not work so? It work so. It work anyway. I just them not do it. Them can.
protocols. So number one, they did not follow protocol to charge us, and the reason why they did not follow protocol to charge us is because they had us in custody over 10 days without being charged, and
What is this? This is garbage. But
without allowing us proper representations. So they had to find something to charge us for. They could not release us, because if they release us, that would be a big lawsuit. And they know this. That's why they kept us in custody. So police.
All right, so let me just make it talk. May I play a video? May I play where the
Police, I want to know, be careful of your own police. And again, be careful what you say to police about gunmen, especially gunmen. We have ties with drug dealers who have money. Because you end up, you lose all your work, and you not even know why you lose your work. Take it from me. I have been through it.
Okay.
And I know a whole lot of other police officers have been through this. And they will tell you the same story. Learn. Listen and learn. What did I say, police officers? Listen and learn. The work is not what it seems. Corruption is more than good police officers in Jamaica can slap force. Let me tell you that. Not every police is clean. Everybody want money. Most police want money. And money them come and they work for look.
You're here.
And
that's a right word though. We can't tell them when a right word. Most of them, including.
They will sink another police if you get that. They will make a police losing life just to get what they want. That is how the system is. Learn that.
All right. So him say learn that, right? Okay. All right. So him do that. Let me just play this now because right away me now want wait. So let me just play back where the police them sent to me. When you listen good, cause you know so I have to kind of alter some voice, can it might have sound, you know, but we have to do that because you know so that's how we do the thing, you know. You understand? Cause hear this. When I identify people, watch this, hear this. Listen to this. Hear this now. Yeah. We'll be a police. Listen to this. So work with them. Work with them. I'm making a hear, you know, because you see, well, if it does make the police them, mobay them answer and send me back. This. Yeah?
Stop. Blair come a Montego Bay. Yeah, man. Famous and Jerry like Blair come a Montego Bay. You understand me? Dirty stinking thief and cowboy. And come down there. As deputy soup. And he carry Blair. He carry own man them from town. Come a Montego Bay. Because I know Blair come a Blair because him right hand man. Right? Yeah, make a thief and car problem. Send him around. Or run extortion. And whole heap of people. You get what I'm saying? Right? One of the things. First and foremost. Dirt like, you understand me? Second in command to Famous at the time. Right? I said James, them cover. How comes? Right? How comes Blake and Powell? And the next one, you mention McFarlane, what then? They take up two men in a car and carry them on them. You understand me? Go on Negril. Where you do on Negril? And I said, you have so much crime in St. James. So much criminal activities in St. James. Where you do on Negril? With two civilians in a car. Civilian them when known with criminal background. When them get go along there, mention McFarlane run left them. You see me? And if Negril police them never have reasonable grounds to hold on them. Them won't get sucked off and end up in a custody for 3 months. So now, this is a nasty, this is a come talk about Montego Bay police is the most corrupt police era in division in the constable force. Him come and come tell corrupt it, man, cowboy night. A cowboy night goes on a thief. Cowboy night going on pure extortion. Him link with all that drugs man in Montego Bay. And collect, full in belly, man, Amos. Them full in belly Montego Bay. You understand? Even to know, cowboy night, have links. I'm going to be where man do underworld thing a ship off drugs. With man down here. You understand? Lonesome. Don't make a boy to try like him one trick. Jamaica, like him the innocent. Blair. You are Dave. I mean a police working like David John. And know that. You understand me? Nobody come go on like you clean and you're decent. And I come push up your mouth and I come talk about Montego Bay police this, Montego Bay police that. You come and come here, corrupt it. You let punch me come down here. Go boy, try to come down with Dave. You wasn't know about you're not dealing with corruption. Me know a few collect money on road. You did a shake down people, hard. The team out now. A shake down people. You understand? Nobody come go like a decent Blake. Nobody like you want trick Jamaica people of the world. You're all Dave. And no frequency go on with, whole heap of people in the rap. You understand? A whole heap of, some of the corner search, doing a people place, and take a people jobs, people money. You understand? Boy, your man love recover guns. You're going like say you're top slave for the constable force, you're top thief. Man, I like when some man come and attack, fuck with. You understand me? And I chat out them mouth. And I go and like them clean. I know them clean, you bash a division. You bash Montego Bay, St. James division. Come boy, Amos, them from a St. James. And them for turn St. James in a criminal ground. Yes, them for turn St. James in a criminal ground. And them come out with a get rich mentality. It's so fast and have to back up and left. You don't kill all people. Innocent people. Until I lie. But that's how the system works. No fuck on the one with. You understand me? Whole heap I think you do believe. In a short piece of time you come here. But the reason why we the police in a St. James did have hype on you. And I watch you because we know you're thief. And because of the things that we do. And people are coming and complain to you about you. And all the fuckers and the criminal element that lies within the team and what they out there and what they do. You understand? You shake down people hard, I benefit yourself. But you don't deal with corruption and you don't collect bribery and everything. Lie at you. The white cowboy carry come a Montego Bay. White cowboy bring a Montego Bay. Cowboy bring man when you say yes. A hitman. A stepper. You understand me? Send out boy. One of them send. Go shake down people. But cowboy vex. And the reason why cowboy vex and say you get a shot in their fucking face. Because cowboy did not expect you to leave behind him back and end up in a Negril and make him know. Right? You can't a Negril with two men in a car. You understand me? I'm Metro McFarlane and Powell. You can rob the people them. You understand? But then they know say the man have links. The same two boy them. What carry down there as informant. Them bring some man go rob the man the day before. And it never work out. You understand me? It never work out. So them carry you and Metro. You understand me? And Powell go down there now to rob the blood clot man. You understand me? It was a robbery thing because you did not recruit. Any transaction in Negril, you never report to control. Say you have a Negril. Control was not aware of that. The superior cowboy was not aware of that. So how you come and you put your mouth? You know like when man do frequency and come chat, and come go like you're clean and you're decent. You come and mobay, come tear up mobay. Or thief. I tell you, now make him kick you alone some. Or you come and come talk. How are you?
But you want me to play a phone now? Police are answer you about play. But work with you, them work with you. One police answer, them send it. So not me just keep myself. Them say cowboy night, you still have links with jugs, man. When you hear? Yeah, man, my plate, I make them hear, you know. My plate in our next farm again, make them hear it. Because, you know, my plate in our kind of farm, you know. Plate in our next farm again, they can hear it. Cowboy night. Yeah? Them still have links. Be a criminality. You see? Not my word. But people will work with you, other police will work with you. I tell you straight as is. You see me I say? Yeah, so you have to know all them things there, you know. You understand? So, you know, big liar, big this, big that. Whoa, me hear this. All right. Never play that. See, my speed man, my good man. See? Never play it back. Never play it back. I had to so me play it one more time. Yeah? So you hear, police. Go up it in from long time, send everything, send that, and then do them thing and send it to me and say, and I said, go, we have this and that and that and that. And the shit don't carry two, that and, you know. Saying, so we know the force to take a long time, you know. So when you hear me attack, I don't like, you know, I'm not joke me on it. But the police, some of your police send it in back on your ear. Yeah, man. So you see, I know my word, people. We just dissect. We're going to listen to garbage. We don't have no time for it, man. I have nothing to prove. We can't play this too, you know. Bless up, Lonesome up. But just go back to this. Enough of them are criminal. I know the young one, them, the good police, them, if you talk about. But not the young one, them, for leave and run away. When enough of them young one, they were infiltrated, them are criminal too, you know. They call them infiltrate music and infiltrate the soldier, the army. And enough of them were infiltrate right now, the politics and them. All criminal them, man. Jamaica, right now we have more criminal per capita than the world. Per square inch, not a square mile, per square inch. I mean, I talk about the same politician, them included with police and people in the private sector. We have more business people who are criminal per capita, per square inch in the world. Capital, yeah, man. In the complete world. Yeah, man. Because enough of them and them now go prison, and enough of them big people, they are criminal, man. All criminal them. Them just do what them want, they just get a youth alone, them, you know, them whole, you know, hostage. So we don't have business with us bond them. Make we hear what I say.
And police officers are suffering, working in deplorable conditions, being underpaid, and have to fight to get little salary. So may I say, when I look at my salary for all them years as a policeman in Jamaica, I laugh, because I waste my time, you know, brother. I wasted so much of my time. I had a green card and I was still in Jamaica like some fool. And I know more police in Jamaica who have them has their green card. Bro, why? Don't follow me, man. Put yourself in a better position. Leave Jamaica if you have a green card. Aspire to get a green card and leave Jamaica, because Jamaica is not a real place. Jamaica is not but corruption, politics, and policing. The government itself. You understand? Because nobody cares about the police in Jamaica. So if nobody don't care about you, why you stay in an organization who don't care about you? Who don't care about if you're well paid, who don't care about the conditions you work in, don't care about your life. You see what I say? Everybody around of Jamaica, police need to start. Because nothing there for we. You see what I say? A real thing. Me there so now me I work my thing. See? This is mine. Now this me I don't know. This me I don't know. That belongs to me. See? This belongs to me. You understand? This belongs to me. See that? That's why I'm glad me leave Jamaica Constabulary Force. This belongs to me. You understand? So anybody can come to America and acquire what I have acquired. You understand me? We can work crazy money a week time. Now tell you I work still. You understand me? But brethren, if you're a police officer in Jamaica and you have the opportunity to leave Jamaica, please, I'm begging you, leave. Because the government doesn't care about any of us. The authorities don't care about us. Our own police stations don't care about us. Where we work, they don't care about us.
So I talk some truth there's up to you know, because the own police station don't care about them. That means the big guys them, Googles them, and the other guys them, not them. So I tell you, the small one them, I look at them send out and I own a face, you know, own get up people and trample them. But them not care about you know. Yeah? Yeah, man. I could go and hear where my system. I could go and hear something invest.
If you look at the whole thing, you're shot and injured in the line of duty, get injured in the line of duty, nobody responsible for you. Nobody don't do nothing. God bless if they write a diary entry. Like I'm saying, my case, it was like my situation never even existed. They couldn't even find a file that I was injured. Not even a file that I was injured, they couldn't find. May I tell you that. That is how bad it is.
Listen this.
One day I went to the commissioner office because they said I didn't file my some tax return thing.
So as a good police, and you know make that money, I just want the money we have make and you have to file a tax return. Why you want to file a tax return? No break no law, nobody will have tax return like the Prime Minister. You have file it quick. My tax return filed from February. You file it early, you know. See? So you have file it early and file a tax return. File it before. No go. Yeah.
I declare my assets. And when I went there,
you declare your assets. You have come on and you have file tax return, declare your assets for. One little thing my last year and this may I get not see nothing much. Simple full about the farm like I do it back and file it. Eh? Can I asset?
They saw me with a cane. And they asked me, why are you walking with a cane? I said, you don't know? I said, I've been shot and injured how much years now, you don't know?
So you wouldn't tell the police that because up near the top there, them don't know, say, you change and things. I know your station, you're going to the commissioner office and you are talking to them. You don't know. I shot an injured, you don't know. Like again. You didn't talk to nobody up there.
So you see that? They were aware of the fact that I never declare my assets.
Them are going to know the commissioner office and them are sent to them. You see it? That makes sense to me. You know, declare the asset.
But they were not aware of the fact that this man has been shot twice, or this man has been shot and injured and is on protracted sick leave. Nobody knows that because they don't care. Every superintendent of police in Jamaica are politicians. All they care about is politics and their career after the force. When a man reach commissioner, I know, at the last post that film, you know. So when him leave, he wants to secure a position in politics. That's policing in Jamaica. So everybody have to favor politicians. To hell with you, the constable. To hell with you, the sergeant, or the corporal, or the inspector sometimes.
Not the inspector. Not like Dr. Shirley, Nancy Shirley and them. Not the inspector. You say some sergeant, because some of them corrupted too. And corporal, but you have most of the parts sergeant, corporal and sergeant. But the inspector, them when them not khaki clothes, them start doing some crazy things. You have some good inspector too. Big up to them because we know good inspector, but you have some other corruption. You know, I'll do him say sometime, but not the inspector. No more corrupt inspector, no, they know the good one, them, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You understand? How dare you arrest their friends? How dare you stop their friends on the road and write them a ticket?
Yeah, there. That's a corruption again. How dare you arrest a friend? How dare you stop a friend and write him a ticket? That's what you're supposed to do. If you break the law. But you know, say, oh dare you see it? That's how wrong again, you know. You hear that? Squad mentality. You hear? And say them not corrupt. Okay. Listen.
Brethren, you file with throat to file 13 and you get no promotion because what you do? You are doing your job. You give one of them big friends a ticket. And you fail. You cancel the ticket. We know from time immemorial that's been going on. That's how the organization check. You arrest one of their drugs friends, their youngster friends. You are terrorize the community where the politician or them friend is in charge of. The Right Honorable Prime Minister, when he was in charge of Tower Avenue, said me a troublemaker. Yes, Andrew Holness, you identify me as a troublemaker. So I was a troublemaker for doing my job. So Andrew Holness, I know nobody. I'm a criminal a long time. Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, support gunmen, support criminal activities long time. A policeman in the area doing his job. And they say I'm a troublemaker. Because all I do is go around and make trouble in the community. Because I was labeled as a troublemaker for doing my job as a policeman. But learn this in the police.
You play about this again, not my word. Okay. Mix up nobody.
One has been shot and injured and is unproductive.
Play it back again. You know, I'll do him say sometime, but not the inspector. No play more corrupt inspector, no, they know. One more time. You know. Yeah, man. More time. Yeah, man.
You understand? How dare you arrest their friends? Yeah. How dare you stop their friends on the road and write them a ticket? Eh? Brethren, you file with throat to file 13 and you get no promotion because what you do? You are doing your job. You give one of them big friends a ticket. And you fail. You cancel the ticket. We know from time immemorial that's been going on. That's how the organization check. You arrest one of their drugs friends, their youngster friends. You are terrorize the community where the politician or them friend is in charge of. The Right Honorable Prime Minister, when he was in charge of Tower Avenue, said me a troublemaker. Yes, Andrew Holness, you identify me as a troublemaker. So I was a troublemaker for doing my job. So Andrew Holness, I know nobody. I'm a criminal a long time. Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, support gunmen, support criminal activities long time. A policeman in the area doing his job. And they say I'm a troublemaker. Because all I do is go around and make trouble in the community. Because I was labeled as a troublemaker for doing my job as a policeman. But learn this in the police. If you're not do your job, nobody can label you like that. You have to work. Because them say the only good police is a dead police. Remember that? That away. Gunman say. Now police I look cheap popularity. I don't look cheap popularity. I never looked before. I never wanted any. If you have to be a criminal to be popular, then hell with popularity. I don't need that. You understand? I don't need no superintendent to like me. You don't have to promote me, brethren. I promote myself. So when I was working, I consider myself an inspector or higher. Because I did my job. And I know I was qualified to be.
Yeah. Consider yourself an inspector higher. That me, I consider yourself like that. You act as inspector higher. So you know where you go on and do. Light fire.
Promoted. I was working enough to be promoted. But still, that was not forthcoming. Hail Christopher Porter. Hail Donovan McCoy. You hear that? Hail all of the top. Hail the dread. From Montego Bay. So now Inspector Mackenzie. Inspector Gardner who died Inspector Gardner who died because of the job. Hail Inspector Gardner. Good police. Sometimes we have to look back and look on the fallen soldiers, them two and who left. I will set the thing a certain way. Because you have to look up to some good police, Detective Inspector Gunter. Not even a scratch of corruption. Those are good police officers.
Come on, let me just fool with this. Gunter them used to collect money from the racehorse man right down the right. So I said I wouldn't be a good say. Now I them good man and pal under them. Came up a little illegal betting shop in the Gunter, you know. Them can't tell me nothing about this how they working. They can't tell me nothing at all, man. Yeah, we just call the name. When they call one of them name, I say good police. This just I get people all burst. But when I hear us sitting like this now, well, me that listen to this, you couldn't have no time to listen to them, yeah, man. Them a Nancy story. See? One good thing you can listen to, one good thing you can listen right that's so is you must say by the Prime Minister this and that I label him this and that and that and that and low. You say me a label boom bam bam. Don't say him still label right a fighting. Okay. But people are set you up. You're a good police, you know. You know do nothing. You know file that them have a call for you. You know file nothing. File later or something. And them attack. Me not talk, and my word. Me attack a police call me last week. And I talk to Lonesome car. Me the right side them. I'm used to bust me gun hard. Me like him too. Love fire chat, love do this, but my shit down too hard. Too hard, man. And you 100, you know. Cause me was a part of the system. The system used me, but me not do that. Me try help you. Me respect the police. You see, you have some man then they talk to you straight. Like you talk to a get a youth, you know. I remember me have virgin come after that too, you know. Me interview them. Me no hide and interview them. I say, boy, me don't know them. No, I don't mean that. Me not add nothing, me not do tabloid. And I like, you know, you have some little, you know, like some little crew turkey vulture. You come and say, Lonesome, trying the police seven time and run them out and chat foolishness. Just to remind them, when you leave basic school right now, your age, you can't go back to basic school, you know, that done for you. When you leave this now, a civilian, that done for a civilian again, you know. I mean, I have them out and I do all kind of things, you know. And then, you know, when it seems to talk tough, don't want to go, man. I lay some egg and do something else, man. And if you go, man. And just always remember, when if you more, nobody look out for me. Cause I remember if you do me something, I move, yeah, it's a different thing. If back in the past, and I couldn't do something when I know it's illegal against me I wanna have a hard time. Not on this earth, me not hide nothing. Just always remember that. Cause no, when I can't give me that chat. Me alone, someone that take talk. But me, I want to never have nothing. Yeah, I want to do enough up and want to be seen. But you see, the people, they want to do things and, you know, enough people, them want to watch out for because, you know, me is up on the ground and, you know, just watch out for them. You know, just know what not do and just watch out for them. Remember, you have a lot of people get hurt now in the process. Yeah? Now in the dirty process. So, you want to watch out for them or them family. And them, they want to watch out for. You understand? Always watch out for them. And no few, no, have no. Hey, let me tell you this. Them want to watch out for. Yeah? You know, good. If it did what was me, you know, I can't remember, no boy, I can't talk to you, you know. Whether you're in a business, if you want to be police, you want to be this and them thing there. Me live a life for me to eat, no good. You know, probably other civilian, another civilian. I make it worse. Just look out back for some people going to hurt, you know, on the process. Where everything will go down. Look out for them. Them have people all over the place. That's the good advice, man. Go. You know, we keep it real around here, you know. We keep it real. We keep it real, 100% real. Yeah, man. That's why when I listen to some garbage, we couldn't listen to them. Two lie. You can't listen to one thing and when me look, now listen to Nancy and took my story. When it makes sense, file lift up and fly down with Concord crash. So you know get back the file. Liar what them talk about. Look now, the youth will kill Bloomfield and them disappear. That not leave there and hide him hide. Hide him hide. Zane? Yeah man. But him go down there so him not know and him just disappear. So Zane? See some man and some liar what them do after then you question yourself. I mean, a good police, you know, somebody that try to do everything right and make sure file my tax right and declare my asset in time and make sure do you one of them things that way you know practice yourself for doing, you know. Morals. But people that set trap and people run away, but a Rasta search up the place and find contraband. And Rasta stay and say, take our money and say, no, where you know me from? No, take your money. I'm gonna come and say, take it now. January. 3 months. And the man them carry this guy in charge of the whole parish. So remember no police as a word. That mean them gonna carry you and you in charge of the parish, you were the police to tell me, you were more than one police tell me. At the amount of shit on with them get and go. Till who carry you tell you say you need shot and you're thief. Not me, me not call you a thief. Me just a repeat. There is nothing here when me accuse of nobody of me just a repeat. You see me as I? Yeah man. Sick. It could never be sick. Can you say him go up there? Say never say sick. Could it be sick? Yeah? But just keep it real. No tabloid. I talk to a policewoman though where a former police lady where I go through hell. I go talk to her mother, I go through hell now because her stepfather was a police to serve for 30 odd years. Them a push on the old lady. You want to stop it, man. Stop doing the foolishness. I want to talk to her. You hear how the thing going on them kind of little thing. I talk to her after this. Remember today, I'm idea for us. Because from the other day we're busy. Tomorrow I make fish fair and all kind of little things. I'm going to play this before me knock off.
Promotion in association with Wayne Lonesome and Angie Charity Foundation presents Run Things Fest Day 2 on June the 25th, 2023, featuring live performance by Jamaican international star Louis Culture, Lucky D, Jigsy King, plus support by Canadian artists Lucky Ras, Steve Knight, Sample King, Mel C, Mr. Blaze, Richie C, Gregory Culture. Admission for this event is $60. VIP $100. Music by Lionheart, Moose Dunn, King Vower, and Freddy Krueger. Hosted by Groovy K. Run Things Fest takes place at 72 Dynamic Drive, Scarborough, Canada. Doors open from 12 p.m. Showtime 4 p.m. sharp. For more information, call 1764-192693 or 647-773-8399 or 647-984-2992. Don't miss it. There is a Run Things promotion. Part proceeds of this event goes to Wayne and Angie's Foundation. So don't miss it. Support it. Chris Goldfinger endorse it.
No disrespect son, rain son, but me not really answer you. Because you know, say, when me do my show, me do show catalog, me do 100% to get the answer. You know that too. So don't even ask some things where. Because you know I know the style. Don't do that. Don't do that better. You see, I learn them the round way, Ninja Man, them what have you, Gregory is at them and Tootsie Bird and them things. Me do real things. So just go on there. So we know just. I better me just big you up as a sound man and them thing the better. You see? But you know, it's another style that, yeah? Enough respect, yeah? I'm going to talk to the lady later. So soon forward, yeah? Bless up and respect. Cool.